Welcome to the Deep Dive. You know that incredible buzz around Wimbledon every year? The top players, the matches, the strawberries and cream.
Mm-hmm. It's quite something.
It really is. But this year, one of the things that really caught my eye wasn't just on the court. It was this family appearance in the royal box.
Ah, yes, the Waleses. Prince George and Princess Charlotte turning up with William and Kate.
Exactly. And that's what we're diving into today, what this sort of family outing tells us about royal traditions, maybe some personal moments, and, how their public roles are evolving.
Definitely. Our mission really is to unpack that. We're looking at the Wimbledon finals, specifically George and Charlotte being there, and what it signifies, how the younger royals are stepping up.
Love it. We've got loads details from news reports that came out right after July 13th, 2025. So, yeah, let's jump right in. Let's unpack this royal visit.
Okay.
So July 13th, the men's finals. And like you said, this surprise appearance, Prince George, he's 11 now, and Princess Charlotte, who's 10.
Right, alongside William and Kate.
But Prince Louis, the youngest at 7, he wasn't there, which is interesting because I remember Kate saying back in 2023 he was, quote, very upset about missing it then.
Ah, yeah. Though she did say all her kids eagerly watched the tournament. Maybe next year for Louis.
Maybe. But the coordination of the ones who were there, that was something else.
It really was striking, wasn't it? Kate, she's 43, in that cerulean blue dress, very distinctive with the ruffled bow on the shoulder.
And then Charlotte, matching her, but, subtly. In a white dress, but with navy piping detail.
Exactly. And it wasn't just the dresses. There was that lovely detail about Kate braiding Charlotte's hair herself.
Oh, yeah.
And adding a blue ribbon into the braid. A perfect little echo of her own outfit's color.
That's such a personal touch. And they both had their hair down long,
Yeah.
nearly the same length. It's quite sweet, actually.
It is. And the boys weren't left out either. William and George also picked up on the blue theme.
Right. The blue suit jackets, matching ties. Looked very smart, very coordinated.
Yeah. And this isn't exactly new for Kate and Charlotte, is it? They often seem to match their fashion at these big public events.
That's true. Like, wasn't it Trooping the Color in June for King Charles's birthday parade? They were both in teal then.
That's the one. So this coordination, it's clearly deliberate.
So what's the thinking behind it, do you reckon? It's more than just looking nice together, surely.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you could see it as a visual representation of unity, family cohesion, almost like branding for the modern royal family.
Drinking, yeah, that makes sense.
These subtle fashion choices, they tell a story, especially now with so much media attention, presenting that united front. Even visually, it's powerful. It signals continuity, tradition, but also maybe a relatable family unit.
Interesting point. And speaking of continuity, let's talk about Charlotte's Wimbledon journey. This was actually her 3rd year in a row.
3rd year, that's right. She made her debut back in 2023, sat with her parents and George.
I remember the pictures. She had those stylish sunglasses on. That was the year Alcaraz beat Djokovic.
It was. And then 2024, her 2nd visit, that one felt particularly significant. It was billed as a girls' day out with Kate and her aunt, Pippa Middleton.
Right, and that was a really big deal because it was one of Kate's first public outings after her cancer diagnosis was announced. A rare outing, as the report said.
Exactly. And remember, the reception Kate got, a huge standing ovation. Photographer Karwai Tang noted Kate doesn't usually stand and wave like that, but she did. She sort of took it all in.
And Charlotte's reaction?
Apparently, she just beamed with pride watching her mom. A really touching moment.
Ah, that's lovely. Tang also mentioned Charlotte seemed quite playful that day, too.
Yeah, he did. Said she skipped down the stairs at one point, was laughing with Kate, just, giggling together and having a good old laugh. Really seemed into the match, following the game like her mother, he said.
That's great. And didn't she meet Alcaraz that year, too, after he won?
She did, yeah. Got to shake his hand. So she's clearly comfortable in that environment now.
And she seems quite sporty herself.
Yeah.
Right? Wasn't there talk about gymnastics?
There was, yeah. And more recently, Prince William apparently revealed she's getting into track and field, running the 400 meters and doing hurdles.
Wow. Taking after her parents, then.
Seems like it, which, it does raise that question, doesn't it? How do you introduce kids to these massive public events? It's a balancing act between royal duty and just letting them be kids.
Yeah, finding that balance, you can see it playing out. And Prince George was his 3rd time, too.
3rd time as well. His debut was 2022, sat right between William and Kate in the royal box. Then he was back with Charlotte in 2023.
But he missed 2024, right?
That's right, yeah. He missed last year because he went to an England soccer match with William instead. Scheduling clash.
Huh. Priorities. There was that relatable moment this year, too, George, using a fan.
Oh, yeah, trying to cope with the heat. It was apparently quite warm, 27 Celsius, so he had a little fan going in the royal box. Even princes feel the heat.
Totally. Okay, so let's shift focus a bit to Kate herself. Her role at Wimbledon is quite significant, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. She's the patron of the All England Lawn Tennis and Croquet Club. It's one of her key patronages, so she often presents the trophies.
And she was there solo the day before the family outing for the ladies' final on July 12th.
She was. And as you mentioned earlier about the 2024 visit, she got another standing ovation when she arrived at center court on the 12th this year.
That must be quite something, especially given everything she's been through. Her return in 2024 for the men's final, presenting the trophy to Alcaraz. That was only her second public event after announcing her diagnosis.
Exactly. And she got a huge ovation then, too. It really shows the public support for her alongside her, fulfilling her official duties.
But it goes beyond just the official stuff, doesn't it? There were some really touching interactions reported, like her meeting with Ambrose Caldecott.
Yes, the 11-year-old boy. He was diagnosed with osteosarcoma, a type of bone cancer, back in March 2024. He was one of the coin toss nominees.
And Kate spoke to him.
She did. She reportedly told him, "What a brave boy you've been. Good luck today. We'll be cheering you on." Which, I mean, given her own health journey, it adds another layer, doesn't it? She's in remission now, of course.
It really does, that personal empathy.
And there was another moment, too, with Amanda Anisimova, the women's singles runner-up. She was apparently quite emotional, in tears after a tough loss.
Understandable.
And Kate consoled her, told her to keep her head high. Anisimova later said Kate's kindness made her emotional again. It shows how these aren't just ceremonial roles. They involve real human connection.
Definitely. And what about the winner, Iga Swiatek, getting the trophy from Kate?
Swiatek described it as surreal, said she was a big fan of the royal family and expressed her gratitude. So these interactions, they clearly resonate.
They really do. Okay, so thinking about the whole scene, the royal box. It's always packed, isn't it? Not just with royals.
Oh, it's a huge draw, a real magnet for high-profile people. Besides meeting the doubles champs and the coin toss kids, Ambrose and Temmie Johnson, the list of guests is always fascinating.
It really is like a who's who.
Yeah.
So who else was there on the 13th, besides the Waleses?
Well, you had other royalty. King Felipe VI of Spain was there. Apparently, Alcaraz calls him his lucky charm because he's won twice with him watching.
No pressure then.
Right. And then a load of tennis legends, as you'd expect. Andre Agassi Kate was seen greeting him. Jean Mutusami Ashe, Arthur Ashe's widow William, greeted her.
Wow.
Plus the Wimbledon chairwoman, Deborah Javins, Stan Smith, Leighton Hewitt with his wife, Stefan Edberg and his wife, Billie Jean King. Kate actually sat next to Billie Jean King the day before at the ladies' final.
Incredible lineup just from tennis.
Oh.
But then the actors.
Oh, yeah, the celebrity factor was high. John Lithgow, Matthew McConaughey, Keira Knightley with her husband James Wrighton, Andrew Scott, Paul Mescal.
Fleabag and normal people in the house.
Exactly. And Nicole Kidman, too. She was spotted chatting with Sir Chris Hoy, the Olympic cyclist.
It's such a mix. Who else? Public figures.
Yep. Mayor of London Sadiq Khan and his wife Sadia. Sir Chris Hoy and his wife Sarah. Richard Branson was there. Explorer Steve Backshall Kate met him, too.
And didn't Kate's parents pop up earlier in the week?
They did, yeah. Carol and Michael Middleton were seen in the royal box on a different day. So it's this incredible blend: royalty, sport, entertainment, politics, business, all in one small space.
So what does that mean, though? For the royals to be seen mixing with all these different kinds of influential people.
Well, I think it reinforces their position, doesn't it? It shows their convening power, their relevance across different spheres. It's soft power in action, perhaps.
Yeah.
It demonstrates their connections, their place on the global stage, not just as, figureheads, but as people who interact with and are respected by leaders in many fields. And maybe it makes them seem a bit more connected, even in that exclusive setting.
That's a really insightful way to put it. Okay, so let's try and wrap this up. We've looked at the coordinated family appearance. Yep. George and Charlotte getting more comfortable in the public eye.
Mm-hmm. They're growing roles.
Yeah, and Kate's blend of official duty and those really genuine, compassionate moments, all happening against this backdrop of, well, a huge celebrity event.
Right. It's definitely not just about the tennis, is it, when you look closely? It's like a snapshot of how tradition, duty, and individual personality all intersect in the public gaze.
Absolutely. So the final thought then, perhaps for you listening.
Yeah, maybe consider how these details, A ribbon in the hair, a proud smile from a daughter, a kind word to someone struggling, how they all feed into this bigger picture, this narrative about a global institution.
How do these moments, curated perhaps, but also seemingly quite human, how do they shape how we all engage with and maybe support a royal family today in the 21st century?
It's something to think about, isn't it? The layers involved in every public appearance.